Hey everyone! First of all, I'd just like to thank all of you viewers for viewing this video. This will take a lot of time to put together, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, on to what's going on. I have a suitcase and a bag here. What's in it? Looks like traveling items, and clothes are in there. That's right, we're going on a road trip. And not just any road trip, we're going to Glacier National Park. I hope to bring you guys some excellent footage on the way there. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. And there's Baxter, my dog, by the way. There he is. You have anything to say about this road trip? No, he doesn't. But if he could, he'd say it's gonna be awesome and that you, the viewer, should slap that like button and hit that subscribe button. Anyway, our next clip will probably be in the morning going to get the rental car from the airport. See you then. Alright, here we are at the Lincoln Airport, and we are getting ready to go inside and get our rental car. We just rode the elevators in there, so let's go into the airport. And actually, I'm not going to keep taking videos, so our next clip will probably be in the rental car going back to Lincoln. Alright, finally, after a long wait at the airport, we finally got our new rental car, and we're on Interstate 180 now, coming into downtown Lincoln. I'll keep the camera rolling so you can see some familiar sights. Over above that railing is Haymarket Park, where the baseball team plays. And you're probably seeing this now. That's the new Pinnacle Bank Arena, which they're building now. Over there's Memorial Stadium, and there's a view of downtown Lincoln. There you go. You can see the Capitol, U.S. Bank, and Wells Fargo buildings, along with the Embassy Suites and the Holiday Inn. And right there's the Courtyard by Marriott. And right here, what we're coming up to, those are the Epic Motor Coney hydraulic elevators at the Haymarket Garage. Our next clip will probably be from the interstate going to Montana, so for now, that's it. Alright, now we just got on the interstate. We're heading to North Platte from Lincoln, so I'll let the camera roll for a while. Anyway, now we're basically on the outskirts of the Lincoln exit, so there's some fields over there, corn, and see what this sign says. "88 miles from Grand Island. Have another update soon." That's it. Alright, now we are 23.5 miles into our trip, and we're passing a truck with lots of vehicles on it. We're going west on Interstate 80. We've been going for about half an hour now, so we're making pretty good time here.
Almost there.
We wish we were, but 28 miles from York, and I didn't catch how far we were from Grand Island. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Alright, now we're 45 miles into our trip now, and we're probably really close to getting to York, so we might keep the camera rolling. All there is basically is corn and other farm plants. And as you can see way out there, the occasional billboard. 54 miles from Grand Island now. Alright, 50.5 miles into our trip, and just around these trees you'll see something awesome. That thing that's sticking out from atop the trees is the water tower for York, Nebraska. And there you can get a better view of it as we drive by. So that's right, we're passing through York. There's a good view of your water tower, and that'll be it for now. Alright, now we've been driving for just over an hour, and we are 63 miles into our trip, and still not much of a view, just farm after farm.
Corn.
You got some nice corn over there, and even more over there. And we have 35 miles until Grand Island. So that'll be it for this update. And as you can see here, they're widening the road. There's another exit and a state park lake right there. Anyway, we're out of the road work and back to normal speed on the interstate. That'll be it for now. We are just over an hour and a half into our trip, and the tripometer just went over 100 miles. So that's right, we're 100 miles into our trip. And we're around 30 miles away from Kearney. So I don't know when the next update will be, but that's it for now. Now we are 115 miles into the trip and around 15 miles, and look at that, cows in a crane in the water. There's a billboard for Kearney, which we're 15 miles from at this moment. We are 127 and a half miles into the trip, and here's some road work, but that's not the reason I started the camera. Look up there, that's the Kearney Arch that we're about to drive under. And a little known fact for all of you viewers out there, this was voted one of the top 10 most interesting places to visit in the western United States. Anyway, there's a good look at that arch. And there we go, under it. We're out of the road work, and here we are, we're starting to get the Kearney exits. So that'll be it for alright. Now we're 87 miles from North Platte and 140 and a half miles into this trip to Montana, and still on Interstate 80 going west, but the fields have started to disappear. There's one right there, but now most of it is trees from the river that's running alongside us, and more trees, and the occasional overpass above the interstate. Anyway, I'll keep the camera rolling for a while so you can get a good look at Nebraska. That'll be it for this update. Alright, now we're just under 160 miles into this trip and still on I-80. There's some cows over there. Some other vehicles along I-80. And over there, some more trees. will be it for this update. Alright everyone, we're 171.5 miles in now, and we've been driving for about 2.5 hours now, so we're making pretty good time. And basically we're still on I-80. We're 55 miles from North Platte, which is where we're going to turn and head north toward our hotel for tonight. So there you can see a cornfield again. And yeah, that's it for this update. Alright everyone, we're 185 miles in 2 hours 40 minutes in also. So we're still heading west on I-80, but we should be hitting North Platte here fairly soon. It probably will be another half hour. But anyway, here's part of the Platte River down there. I don't know if you got that. And there's a couple of vehicles in front of us. And guess what? That is a pumpkin truck right there. Now most of the fields are either behind the trees or very sparse again. But we are getting closer to North Platte, so that's it for this update. Alright, we're a few miles closer to North Platte, and our tripometer just turned over to 200 miles. That's right, we've been driving 200 miles so far today. And we're still making pretty good time to get to Valentine by 6 o'clock, which is where we want to be. So there's another channel of the Platte River over this bridge. And even more trees, and a couple miles back they already started showing signs for Colorado, and there's the phone. So that'll be it. There's Interstate 80 down there, and look where we're heading.
Golden Arches.
That's right. Up there's the Golden Arches. We're gonna get some lunch at McDonald's. And we'll film going into their parking lot. There's also a truck stop over there. And here we come off the road and into the parking lot. There's a gas station right there. Right there is McDonald's. Alright, hey again everyone. We just got done with a good lunch at McDonald's, and we're back on the road. This is the last bit of today's trip that'll be on the interstate, because up here we are going to exit from I-80 onto Highway 83 to get up to Valentine. So we'll film getting off this exit, and that will be it for this update. turning onto Highway 83. And look at that little dinner place. I don't know if you got it. It looked like it was part of a rail car or something interesting. There's a Hampton Inn over there. A Village Inn. And now we're on Highway 83, so that'll be it for now. Alright, now we are 270 miles into this leg of our vacation, and there's a glare there, but it's 3:08, so we're getting closer to Valentine. Anyway, here's more of Nebraska's beautiful hills. We're still making pretty good time. There's not much traffic on Highway 83, as you can probably tell from the amount of vehicles that are on here. There's a little place over there, some trees. And that will be it for this update. The updates will probably become less frequent due to the fact that there's really nothing much out here, but I'll still keep them coming until we get to the hotel. So that's it for now. Alright, we're 290 miles into this trip, and we're about to hit a junction where Nebraska Highway 2 comes together with US 83, which is what we're on right now. And we're about to pass through the town of Thedford, Nebraska, where that junction is happening. So I'll keep it rolling here, trying to slow us down with rumble bars. Anyway, we're about 1 hour from Valentine, so that'll be nice to be off the road for a while. And in 15 miles we'll be passing through the Nebraska National Forest. Anyway, here we make the turn, and that'll be it for now. We're heading north on US 83 right now. And guess what? We just passed the 300-mile mark in this trip. So we don't have that much farther to go until we get to our destination for tonight. And just a while back, probably a mile or so, we entered Nebraska's largest county area-wise, Cherry County. This is where Valentine, Nebraska is located, so we're probably getting closer. Anyway, that'll be it for this update. Alright now, we're 350 miles into this trip. We've been driving for 5 hours, 20 minutes. And right now we are 5 miles from Valentine. So that makes us about 15 or so from our final destination. Now you're starting to see a little more signs of civilization around here. as there isn't much back in those hills we were just traveling in. Anyway, here's a little bit more of the highway. And here's the Niobrara River and a big bridge over there. Anyway, that'll probably be it for this update, and I'll check back in when we get to Valentine. Alright, now here we are in Valentine. There's a Subway and a drive-in ice cream shop. There's a Comfort Inn right there where we originally planned on staying, but now we decided we'd travel the 8 extra miles to the Quality Inn Rosebud Casino in South Dakota. So after we get through this little part of the business district in Valentine, we'll cross the border, which I will be sure to get on camera. Anyway, that's it for this update. Alright everyone, we're 362.5 miles into our trip and we're almost done. Over there where those buildings are, that's the hotel we're staying at, and that was a big flash of lightning. Yep, there's the Quality Inn Rosebud Casino. And up here we'll be most likely crossing the border, but if not, that will come tomorrow.
Yep. Border's right here.
And here we are. We are in South Dakota, and there is the hotel connected to the Rosebud Casino.
What time is it?
4:30.
That's when Ethan said we'd be here.
Yep, and there's the Quality Inn. So, I guess for now, that's it. Want to see the elevator? Well, here it is. Alright, this is the elevator of the Quality Inn, Rosebud Casino, Mission, South Dakota. Guess what? It's a Dover Impulse elevator. We'll watch your indicator going up. These have the Impulse fixtures, and Lagerquist Elevators has slapped their name on it. You can see the Dover logo, and it has the old bumper, which we'll test downstairs. Quick start. Anyway, watch your button go out, and we'll get a cab view going up. And you have one handrail back and we're going down. Anyway, here's the lower level. You have one handrail and fluorescent lights up there. And here are your Dover impulse fixtures. Button goes out. And we'll test the bumper. There's the bumper at work. We'll go down to 1 and end there. This thing has a very quick start. Here we are at 1, and let's view your phone. And here we are. And you have that. There it goes. And that's it. Alright, we are now 330 miles into this trip and we just left the hotel about 10 minutes ago. Still heading north on US 83 and there's some cows over there. So you can probably tell it did rain last night, so that's why it's kind of dark. Anyway, I'll update again in about 10 miles or so. That'll be it for this. Alright, now we're 350 miles into this trip and now it's raining. Still on Highway 83 and I'll let the camera roll so you can get some good scenery from this. Still raining here, 380 miles into the trip as we go toward I-90 in South Dakota. Pretty much the same as Nebraska, just hills for miles around and the occasional small town you run across on this highway. That will be it for this up. Alright everyone, we're 390 miles into this trip and we are getting on Interstate 90 right now. That's right, we made it up here and now it's basically all west from here. And over there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a rainbow from all the rain we just got. Anyway, now we're on I-90. That'll be it for this update. Alright, now we are 420 miles into this trip now. And we are still on I-90. And here we go by a Miller Lite truck. That's right, it's Miller time. Anyway, here's some of South Dakota. You have some fields over there and over there. We still got quite a ways to go on I-90, so that'll be it for this update. Alright, now we are 450 miles into this glacier vacation. And over there, those are the Badlands of South South Dakota. We're about 5 miles from those exits. So when we start getting better views, I'll be sure to update you then. For now, that's it. Alright, we are now in Rapid City on the interstate, and we are 525 miles into this trip. There's a mall over there. And up there on top of that hill is the Hampton Inn for Rapid City. Anyway, I'll keep the camera rolling for a couple minutes to give you a good view. This update. Alright, we're now 480 miles into this Montana trip, and look at that view. This is probably the most interesting thing I've seen on the interstate during this whole trip. Anyway, here we are going on I-90 in South Dakota. Now we are in mountain time. We passed that quite a while ago. I forgot to mention that. Anyway, it looks like we might run into a storm again. Hopefully we don't, but if we do, oh well. That'll be it for this update. We're still on I-90 in the cool part of South Dakota. And listen to that, it's just now starting to rain. We're 490 miles in. And these are very interesting valleys here. This is, in my opinion, the cool part of South Dakota. Anyway, that will be it for now. Alright, we are 575 miles in, and now this is our exit right here. So I will keep filming until we get off. Exit. easy, but once we get to Billings, Montana, we'll be back on it. So for now, that's it. Alright, now we're off I-90 and now on Highway 212 to go through the corner of Wyoming. We are 590 miles into this trip, so that's a good thing. Means we're getting closer. Anyway, I'll let the cameras roll. There's some horses out there. And there's some hills over there. Anyway, that will be it for this update. I'll start the camera again once we get to the state line. Alright, look what sign that is. That's right. Welcome to Wyoming. That's right. As soon as we pull out of this little area, we'll be crossing the border into Wyoming. Alright, look what sign that is. That's right. We are now in the great state of Montana.
620.
And we're 620 miles into this trip. And 227 miles from Billings, Montana. So it'll be a while before we get there, but that's it for this update. Alright, we are now 660 miles into this trip, and we still have the grasslands all around us. So I'll let the camera roll for a little bit. We're not getting off this highway anytime soon, so I'm figuring that all there will be for the next 3 hours is grassland. So I guess that'll be it until we're closer to Billings. Alright, now we are 790 miles in, and look what we're getting back on. Yep, that's right. We are getting back on Interstate 90. We cut through a nice little part of Montana, and now it's time to be on this road until we hit our final destination for tonight. Anyway, I'll film for about 2 miles. There's a way station over there. And we're coming up on a work zone. Down below there, that's the Little Bighorn River. And that'll be it for this update. Alright. We are 803 miles into this trip, and we're still driving on I-90. We're about 40 miles away from Billings, where we're gonna stop and get some lunch. Anyway, there's some silos over there, fields, and a smokestack, and someone who's broke down. That will be it for this update. I'll update again in about 15 miles or so. Split in the interstate. The split. And for now, that will. Alright, we're rolling along I-90, and down there is the Yellowstone River. And look what we have way out in front of us. That's right, mountains. 927 miles into the trip, and we finally have mountains. Let the camera roll just another minute longer, and there is a better view of the Yellowstone River. We still have about another hour to go until we get to Belgrade, but for now, that will be it. Alright, now we are 975 miles into this trip, and you can now tell that we are definitely getting higher in elevation. You can't see many mountains now, but that's because we're low in the valley. We're probably around 30 minutes from getting to our final destination, so once again I'll let the camera roll for a while. Anyway, now we're 980 miles into the trip, and after a quick battery change, we're back on the road. Up there you have a nice looking house and awesome looking hills with a bunch of trees on them. You don't see much of that in Nebraska, that's for sure. And we're getting ever closer to our final destination. And for now, that will be it. Alright, we're 5 miles out from Belgrade, where the hotel's at, and guess what? Our tripometer is about to turn over to 1,000 miles. And there it is. We are now 1,000 miles into this trip. And we're about to stop for the night. So that will be when our next update comes. For now, that's it. 1,005 miles into this trip. And here's our exit for the Quality Inn Belgrade. And I guess we can film going up to the hotel, as it doesn't look like it's that far. There's Interstate 90 down there. And I see a sign for the Quality Inn up there. That sign up there is for the Quality Inn. And there it is. So after a long day of travel, we'll finally be able to get out and relax. So for now, here's the elevator at this Quality Inn. This is the elevator at the Quality Inn in Belgrade, Montana. It's a Montgomery Kone. You have your scrolling indicator. Listen to that motor. We're going to take another ride on this. Whoa, re-leveled there. Door close button sort of works, and we'll watch the indicator. These elevators have been innovated. Go up to 3. Going up?
Yep.
Which one?
Top 4 is good. Hey, thanks for holding it open.
Welcome. Have a nice night.
You too.
Going down, we'll get a cab view. Your innovation fixtures. And Montgomery Kone. Here's your phone box. And fluorescent lights. Handrails. And indicator. We'll go up to 2 and end there. Going up.
Hey, how are you? Thank you.
Which one?
2. Thank you.
Welcome.
Going up and down.
Yeah,
Cool.
filming the elevator.
Yeah, that's great. Very cool. You have a good evening.
You too. There's the rest of your cab view. There it goes. And that's it. Alright, it's our third day of travel, and we are 1,008 miles into this trip. We just now left Belgrade, where our hotel was, and now we're going to the Grand Finish Glacier National Park. Today we'll have a 6-hour drive, which is a lot better than an 11-hour drive. You can see the mountains on both sides, and for now, that will be it. Hey again, everybody. We are 1,025 miles in, and we're in road construction areas. This does make the trip slower, but that's alright since we have plenty of time to get up there today. I'll keep the camera rolling so you can get some great views of Montana. Over there's a little lake. And a sign for a state park. For now, that will be it. Not just any state park, those are the headwaters of the Missouri River. We are now 1,046 miles into the trip, and look at this valley we're going into. Talk about a view. I'll shut my mouth and keep the camera rolling so you can view this awesome scenery. Boulder River. And for now, that will be it. Here we are, 1,075 miles into the trip, and look at that view up there. There's a railroad bridge. And now we are in Butte, Montana. We just crossed the Continental Divide about 5 miles back. So now we are officially on the west side of the mountains. Once again, get a good view of that amazing hill. Over there is the city of Butte, Montana. And once again, up here there's going to be an interstate split between I-90 and I-15. There's the split, and for now, after this view, that will be it. Hello everybody, we are 1,125 miles into this trip and still on I-90. There's a good view of the mountains up there. And there's basically, now all there is grassland on both sides of the road. So for now, I guess that will be it. Alright, now we are 1,175 miles into this trip and about 30 minutes from getting off the interstate for good. Here's some views of the nice mountains in the area. Have it. We're 26 miles from getting off the interstate, so that will be it for now. Did you just see that sign? That's right, we're about to get off the interstate now. And there is our exit. We're now about to get on to US 93 North for Glacier National Park. So we'll film until we get on the highway so you can once again get a great view there's some mountains over there. And here's our exit. Here we are on Highway 93, and for now, that's it. We are now 1,255 miles into the trip, and the Mission mountain range is still next to us. Isn't that a great view? We're about an hour and a half from Glacier National Park, so I'll let the camera roll for a couple more minutes to get a great view of the mountains. For now, that will be it. We are now 1,270 miles into this trip, and look what's over there. That is Flathead Lake in Montana. We're getting closer to Kalispell, where we're going to stop and get some groceries for the camping trip. So I'll film until you can see the lake pretty good again. A great view of Flathead Lake. And since we're stopped here, I'm gonna stop the camera. We are now 1,300 miles into this vacation and about 40 minutes away from Glacier National Park. The lake is somewhere over there, and I have good pictures to put up too from going around the lake. There's the lake through those trees. I don't know if you got that. And a nice rock wall. That will be it for this update. We're now 1,325 miles into the trip, and we just stopped at Albertsons to get some groceries, and now we're back on Highway 2 and ready to take the rest of the way up to the West Glacier KOA, which is where we'll stay the remainder of this trip. You can see way out in front of us there are some mountains, which is probably close to where Glacier is. Anyway, that will be it for now. Look how close we're getting to the mountains. We are 1,340 miles into this trip and about 15 miles from our campground. So we are getting very close. We're on Highway 2 now, and I'll film a couple minutes just to let you see how close we're getting. Down there is the Flathead River. Sign for West Glacier. Our next update will probably be when we are about 5 miles out, so for now, that's it. We are now 1,350 miles in to this trip and 4 miles out from the campsite. So I'm just gonna film until we get in there since it's not gonna take so long. Way up there are some mountains and lots of trees on the side of this road. in 1/3 of a mile, we will be there. Here we are at the campground, and that will be it for the road trip part of this video. Now enjoy some photos that I took.
Don't make me come down there.